Salam and hello everybody. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing really well. So welcome to my latest video where I share my weekly meal prep for a family of 9. So in this video I show you how I try to save time by doing a little bit of meal prep on one day, and then I don't have to worry and stress about dinner every night. In that I might not have the meals prepared, but I know what I'm going to cook, and I might have some basic items prepared in advance. So first of all, I chopped up a load of onions. I'm not good with onions. I don't think anyone is. I'm sure it makes you all cry, but my eyes are particularly sensitive to them. But I soldiered on and peeled and chopped a load of onions and used this chop to actually slice the onions. I preferred slicing my onions and putting them in curries instead of diced. I just prefer the way they taste and the way they turn out. So yeah, I sliced a load of onions and then I put them into little freezer bags. So maybe 2 onions per bag. I put them all into a large freezer bag, and whenever I was going to cook on a night, so if I'm cooking a curry or a pasta, whatever I'm making, you pull out one of the bags, add it to your curry or whatever you're making like normal. So first of all, just put it in the freezer and it's there for when you need it, and then you don't have to fuss with cutting onions every night and crying every night. Just cry on one day. That's the solution. It doesn't affect the taste. For me, it seems completely fine and it cooks quick enough. So it's a win all round, guys. The next thing I did was prepare some chicken thighs for some chicken burgers the following day. So it really helps if you know what you're going to cook and on what day you're going to cook it. So if you need to marinate your meat, you can do that on one day and then either put it in the fridge or put it in the freezer. So these chicken thighs, I made a buttermilk marinade for them, and I knew I was going to make them the following day. So once I'd coated the chicken thighs, I covered with cling film and left it overnight, and then I took them out the following day and fried them for some chicken burgers. So you need to have a meal plan in place if you want to do your meal prep properly. It's always useful to make a batch of meatballs or kebabs, and then you can have them on one day. So freeze them and then pull them out when you want to make spaghetti with meatballs or a curry. It's a very versatile meat, isn't it? Mince meat. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I was making a batch of meatballs. I'll try and put the ingredients for what I'm making in the description. Hopefully that'll help you out. But I've got some minced meat, gram flour, an egg, spices, salt, lemon juice, and the chopped onion and tomato and the chili, and just mix that all together. I like to do it by hand because it really mixes well then, but you can use the spoon. And I do like to use gloves, but I don't have any at the moment, sadly. So once I'd mixed the mince, I shaped them into meatballs and placed them onto a foil covered oven rack. And then I put them in the oven, baked them, and put them away into a freezer bag. Wait till they've cooled down first before you put them away. So I put them in the freezer, pulled them out on the day that I was cooking them, and I actually made it with some spaghetti and made like a tomato sauce, and they turned out just fine. So like I said, it's useful to marinate any chicken or whatever meat you've got and then either put it in the freezer or the fridge. So I knew that on one day I would be making these chicken legs. I put a slit in them to allow the coating or the marinade to get into the chicken. Yeah, once I'd slit the chicken and prepared it, I made the marinade, and I was going to make like a tandoori marinade for the chicken. So again, I'll try and put it in the description, but I've got some yogurt, salt, spices, a garlic and ginger paste, and definitely some tandoori masala in there. And just coat all of your chicken drumsticks or whatever meat you're using. And then I popped it in a freezer bag, put it in the freezer, and we actually used that for the barbecue. And that was delightful, mashallah. I had a big batch of chicken nibblers and I used most of them for a pilau. I left some on the side and I thought I'd marinate them. I used this Cajun spice seasoning and just a few other random bits. And I thought I'd marinate them, bake them in the oven, and then put them into the fridge to have for lunch, or if the kids wanted a snack. It's just useful to have some meat cooked in the fridge for when you're feeling a little bit peckish. So once it had cooled down, I just put it into a container and put that in the fridge. And as you can imagine, they didn't last very long. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this little video. Just a bit of meal prep to give you a couple of ideas. Let me know if you enjoyed it by giving this video a thumbs up. And inshallah, see you really soon. Take care. Salam. Bye.